Sir, for your visionary and guiding address. Now I will slightly brief one or 2 points. Let's say Vadodkar, the youngest man on the dais. Two things I'm picking up from his presentation. One is that LPG pipeline, it created world record, Jamnagar Loni, but the record has been broken by another company, IHB, Indian Oil, HPCL and BPCL group, Kandla to Gorakhpur, in terms of the length, but not in terms of the time period. Your standard still remains 1250 kilometer pipeline in 12 months. That is still number one. Second, IPI pipeline. I recollect, I was just talking in the morning. This was a challenge actually, IPI, whether to bring it from the onshore through Pakistan, where there is a security and safety challenge. Then we thought, why not to bring it to the offshore? And the deepest sea encountered was almost 3,300 meter. And the pipeline design was 400 bar at the starting point. And when we did the engineering, the thickness of the pipeline came 114 millimeter. And fortunately, in that, there was this like conference by Pakistan, India, and Iran. They say, yes, one of the company in India can make it. Another three globally. That was well spun, which you listen to next session, what preparation they have got. So these kind of challenges, when they come, I think we the Indians, are capable of meeting those challenges. Dr. Garg has really expressed very nicely in a short span, starting his career from ONGC to electricity regulator to Indian Energy Forum. He was talking about the onshore from offshore, that Hazira land point. There was a failure at Mindola River crossing. I mean, what we saw, it's very difficult to describe actually. The pipeline of, I think it was 36 inch, coming from South Basin. It went up almost 2 meters. Because the slurry which produced in the Mindola River crossing, having much higher density, and the gravity pumped it up. And it was very difficult to have a post-burial of the pipeline. So therefore, this particular incident has been recorded as one of the important points for the integrity management system in PNGRB regulation. That's what we did. ANSIB 30.8S says 22 failures could encounter the pipeline. So we added 2 more, and one was Mindola River crossing. Thank you, Garg Saab, for sharing your experience on this. The hydrogen, another, Chaturvedi Saab also said, hydrogen pipeline. Actually, if you see the hydrogen, it is almost, I think, molecular weight 2 against methane 16, 8 times lesser, 8 times lighter than even methane. So if you want to pump, at least you have to have that pressure. So the pipeline, normally hydrogen, you have storage also at 700 bar, very difficult. So they are trying how to pump it. In one of the last time IPS presentation here, it was one UK speaker who said they are able to inject 18% of hydrogen in the natural gas pipeline. But still, natural gas pipeline is very, very important. Then if you inject hydrogen, it may have a salt called embrittlement process. So we have to take careful. This is another challenge which will come. Mathur Saab has given very, very wide analysis, especially data management, data transmission. The question now, integrity management system. His point of data management and taking access from the data, revising your system is already inbuilt. PNGRB people will be here available to give you very detail of the PIMS. If it's something left over, I'll give you, because I was an architect of PIMS. As my board member PNGRB, I designed that. So we have said, initially when there is no experience of the pipeline, you go for prescriptive type of management. You prescribe, this is necessary, like you have the design mix, you have the IP mix. So the prescriptive design of the PIMS is very, very rugged, very, very important, very, very, you can say, safe. But if you have the experience of data management, you have gathered like SBJ today, We have almost more than 50% years experience. Now, you have the data analyze, revise the PIMS, so that you don't spend that much money and go for better safety. So this is one very, very important thing. Now, our Guru Chaturvedi Sahab has told 2-3 very important things. The CGD. In fact, if you see the gas-based economy for India, 2030, which envisages 15% of the then basic energy, primary energy, to be consumed in the form of gas. Today we are 6.2. And by 2030, there will be 40% increase in the primary energy consumption. So 40% extra plus whatever you are getting, 15% will be too much. So you need additional 450 million standard cubic meter of gas. Who will use? This policy says it is the CGD, which will use almost 150 million standard cubic meter extra than today's. Today they are using almost 35 million. So this is what he has tested, and very nicely, I mean, as his, he's a fatherly figure, but he says, yes, today we are 1.3 crores. An average, we have seen from 1992-93 when we started CGD in India, almost average 4 lakhs connection per year is available now. So today, as of today, it is 1.7. Still, we need 24 crores. So big challenge, big requirement, and PIMS more challenging in city gas, because you have various densities, various kind of composition of the land. So therefore, CP also is difficult there. So this is one challenge. Second, IPI and TAPI. In your period, sir, I remember from TAPI we went to Utapi, Uzbekistan also to join. From Uzbekistan, Utapi to became Rukutapi. It was Russia, Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, pipeline, Pakistan, India. And we gave it to Asian Bank actually. They started doing this. But still it's a challenge because of safety. GAIL has done a lot of good job on this, but still we hope something will come up in future. Even Myanmar, India, which was already surveyed very nicely. So these are very, very big issues. And sir, what you have said about the availability of gas, I think we'll have a separate session. But I only said instantaneous requirement, IGX, still there. So with this, I must thank to all my delegates. I always rely more on delegates than our sponsors, GAIL India, IGX, IGA, RESIL, Star NDT, and exhibitor, very important. I think after this session, we will have exhibition inauguration. Exhibitors are Ambitronics, as I said, pipeline safety, leak detection, Shiv Shakti engineering, valves mostly, you will see there, soup traders. They have established a very nice footprint starting from compressors, then they have the model change 3-in-1 compressors, and then O&M. We were discussing at various forums, the big challenge to industry now will be the operation maintenance, because it will not be possible or sustainable for the companies to go for the maintenance by the manufacturers, which is very time-taking, and they do not really care that much. So the maintenance is one of the very important, which I suggested my great friend sitting here. I think this is what we will be seeing there. The RESIL, as I said, they are safety and pipeline coatings, Srinarayan Impacts, RELC, the think tank. You will find some books on some other periodicals there. Normally, we go little deviation from the normal. So if anybody has any question, with the permission of the speakers, I can allow some questions. Any clarification? Otherwise, we'll have in the tea time or inaugural time. Nahi hai na? Good. Very nice. Once more, thanking you, sir. Starting from Chaturvedi Sahab, V.K. Garg Sahab, Vadodkar, my colleague, Mr. Mathur, and my senior, Sharma ji. So with this now, I